Yeah, I mean, as you said, actually, it's happened in the West as well. It happened in Canada to the truckers.
Oh, yeah.
So whether it's the government or whether it's private platforms like PayPal that have also been involved for a long time, in 2010, they deplatformed WikiLeaks. So there is real precedent for this. And in fact, it's not just a possibility, it's an inevitability because this is a regulated area. So the government will say, well, we have a responsibility to make sure that the law, whatever it is at that time, is being upheld. And then there might be other things like social responsibility that come in. So, it doesn't have to be, there's a big scale of how badly wrong it could go. Yeah. But there's a massive possibility that it could go really badly wrong.
Yeah, but the idea has always been, but we don't have Xi Jinping in charge, so of course it won't happen to us. But as you mentioned, Justin Trudeau a couple of times, the Canadian Prime Minister, who's, hailed as this sort of liberal hero, of course, when he wasn't locking down his people. But his treatment of the truckers, now, again, this is something that I'm amazed by how many people who listen, perhaps only watch the BBC.
That's incredible.
I have no idea about. They do not know that this liberal sort of hero, Mr. Handsome, what a lovely guy, that Justin Trudeau basically ordered the Canadian banks to withhold funds, not just from the people, the truckers who were saying, we don't believe we should be required to have medical treatment to go about our jobs, but they were protesting peacefully, legitimately protesting against this draconian policy. But people who were just sending money to crowdfunding sources for them. A cafe owner had their entire cafe's bank, their business account stopped by a Canadian bank at the government's instruction in Canada because they had sent sort of $20 or something to help these truckers. Now, that is unbelievably sinister that happened from a government. And then you add in PayPal, basically cutting off the money, Free Speech Union and other anti-lockdown campaigners and people speaking out. Again, really, really sinister, and only stopped doing it because there was an outcry and a public outcry and they started losing a lot of customers. But again, they'll bring it in again when they think they can do it more quietly, telling us that if you don't have the correct political views or the correct social views, we are going to make life very, very difficult for you. Now, there's a difference between sort of, OK, well, I won't have you doing an interview on the BBC and literally stopping you earning money, literally stopping you spending money that you already have earned. That is Stalin-esque. That is Chinese social credit-esque. Why is there not an outcry, and why are not more politicians concerned about this?
Well, I mean, I have to say, I think this news about the UK developing a centralised digital currency will shock some people. And I think that there will be a reaction to it. The Economics Affairs Committee looked at the case for a CBDC in the UK and said that it was a solution in search of a problem, and pointed out these risks about when you centralise a currency, you're centralising the power that individuals have over their lives. And the potential for the privacy incursion is absolutely eye-watering.
I hope you're enjoying this channel as much as I enjoy putting the material on here. This is not just about politics. I sing some of my favorite songs from the Great American Songbook. And you can also watch my latest show where we do some of the news you're not going to hear anywhere else. But please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. If you want to be part of this station, please be a subscriber. We want you.